Okay, so the first one, we need to get a common denominator. Well, it already has a common denominator. So this is how I would set it up. I would add the fraction parts. Now, when you add the fraction parts, if it has a common denominator, which this one does, you keep that denominator. And you add the numerators, which gives you 2. You do not add the denominators. I know it's weird, but you don't. Then you add your whole numbers. Well, there's nothing over here, so that's just 3. 2 over 2 is equal to 1. So this is, when you put it all together, this is 4. The next problem says 1 4/5 plus 5/8. Now, I just write it that way with the mixed number on top and the fraction on the bottom, but you don't have to. But what you got to do is find a common denominator. It's a number that 8 and 5 will both go into, and they'll both go into 40. And you bring that 1 over here, and then you ask yourself, 5 times what gives you 40? 8. So you got to do the same thing to the 4, and it's going to be 32. Then you ask yourself, 8 times what gives you 40? 5. Do the same thing to the 5. It's going to be 25. I know it's kind of messy, but here's what it's going to be. 1 32 over 40 plus 25 over 40. So we have a common denominator. That's the denominator for the problem. Then you got to add those together. 32 and 25 make 57. 1 doesn't have anything, so it just comes along 1. Now, 57 is bigger than 40, so you got to fix that. Think about it this way. 40 will go into 57 one whole time with 17 leftovers. So that's 1 17 40ths, but you already had that other one. So that gives you 2 17 over 40. Then you got 13 over 8 plus 1/4. Now I'm going to work this one sideways, and the common denominator is 8. So the first fraction doesn't change at all. The second fraction, to go from 4 to 8, you got to multiply by 2. So you got to do the same thing here. 1 times 2 is 2. Now, 8's the denominator, so keep it 8. Add these together. 15 over 8. Well, 15's bigger than 8, so we're gonna change it to a mixed number. 8 goes into 15 one whole time with 7 left over. So we treat this as 1 7 over 8. Okay, I hope this helps.